Leprechaun Back to the Hood is about four friends who find the leprechaun's gold, and once again, the leprechaun will kill anybody to actually get that gold back. Hey everybody, this is John Franklin Reviewer, and welcome back to my updated version of the Leprechaun franchise. Now, this is the sixth movie that I'm in right now, and this is the final time Warwick Davis has played the Leprechaun. I hope someday he would think about wanting to come back, even if it was one more time, but we shall see what happens after this one. With two more videos to go, two different Leprechaun actors came in to play that character. Well, let's just jump right into the review. Let's start with the likes. Well, the first thing I want to talk about is the very beginning with the animation. It's like the first 2 minutes of the film. I really do kind of like how they explain the leprechaun and his gold, which a lot of people already know it, but I kind of liked how they did it animation style this time. I thought was really cool. Let's talk about some characters here. I want to talk about Emily and Lisa. I like these actresses, and they're equal in my mind. So whatever I'm saying about one, I'm actually saying it about the other one. Is I love both of their acting. I like following their story. They are both trying to get out of the hood, to actually better themselves with going to school and to actually have a great job than what they're doing, because they actually both work at a beauty shop or a barber shop. So it's, you know, they're like, wow, we don't want to just be here for the rest of our lives. So kind of stealing off of Leprechaun in the Hood with the three singers trying to move to Vegas. Yet I actually enjoyed these two actresses better than those three characters. They really do play off of each other very well. And they do have a decent amount of scenes together, which is good. They also are able to hold their own, at least for a little bit, against the Leprechaun. They both can fight. They both are very smart characters. And then the final, like, thank God it's all about the gold again, and they didn't go repeat the whole thing with the golden flute like they did in the last movie there. I'm glad they went back to the formula that I personally like, and I think a lot of people do, where it's just about the pot of gold and what people are going to do and how greedy or how not greedy they might actually be when it comes to a situation like that. So I did really like that. And let's go to the dislikes. Well, let's get some characters out of the way. I want to talk about Rory, who is actually Emily's ex-boyfriend slash ex-gang member. Well, let's kind of get that second part out of the way there, because, I mean, the ex-boyfriend, that makes sense. He's the kind of character, because he's trying to change his life for the better, but I still just never believed that this guy was ever a gang member who would rob, steal, do drugs, kill someone, end up in jail. It just, the way, I'm not saying that they ever made him like he was a choir boy, but he just seemed like the kind of character that would just punch you in the face, walk away so the situation wouldn't get any worse by putting a bullet in that person's chest and end up in jail. So that's what I kind of got out of that. But like I said, I just didn't really care for this guy. Really, just not my cup of tea. Another one is actually Jamie. He is the fourth friend that all he wants to do is just smoke weed all day in his bedroom. Again, not a character I would ever really want to follow. I mean, you do follow him in this movie a decent amount, but not anybody I'm like, yeah, I care for. But there is one more thing about him, is like, I hate whenever he tries his best in times to act like he's a tough mother effer, but it actually really turns out he's nothing but a pussycat. Gotta say it, people. Warwick Davis as the Leprechaun. Yes, I think Warwick Davis tries, but this is the first and only time you're going to hear him in the dislikes here. But the thing was that, like I said, he tries, but unfortunately they just make nothing but a joke out of your horror villain. He gets his ass whooped so many times. I think he actually gets his butt kicked more than actually anybody that he kills in this movie. I just feel like that Warwick Davis kind of goes out with a whimper than a bang. I just mentioned the kills. Most of the kills are very weak in here. I'd say maybe there was one or two was like, oh man, I wish that character actually didn't die. The supporting cast, I didn't really care for that much. Like, you got the gang members, you got customers at the barber shop or beauty shop. You got asshole cops in here. Nobody you really care for or root for, or, oh, I hope that they can actually survive. The story, not a big fan of, where they decide to bring Leprechaun back in the hood again, and it's like, this is your second time. Well, one thing I liked about the Leprechaun, to be all over the place as they had him, I liked all of them, but then you come back to that same well to do another hood thing, and it's just like, no. I mean, I may like this one slightly better than Leprechaun in the Hood, because of the women and sort of one or two deaths. This really is just another horrible movie. I didn't think it was directed that well either. And the final dislike has got to be Act 3. Act 3 felt like it took forever. This movie came out around the same time as Lord of the Rings 3, where everybody says there was probably like 5 different endings to that. It wasn't as bad in this movie, but it felt like there was more than one ending. I felt like they could have had their one ending. Well, the movie would have been maybe 5 minutes shorter than what we got out of it. But I definitely wasn't too thrilled with the way that this actually ended in this movie. So Leprechaun Back to the Hood, I'm actually going to go a half a star out of 4. What is your opinion about this second Leprechaun movie in the Hood? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Give me a comment down below. We shall discuss it. I will see you guys in the next video. Have yourselves a good one. Bye.